Yo, what is good, interweb? Your man Q back again, and it's been a while, so I decided that it was time I get on here and just ask how y'all doing, show my face because it's been a while, and if it looks like I'm sweating Hershey's chocolate, yeah, well, it's 92 degrees out here in LA. It's hot, and my black ass hats to have 1, 2, 3 lights on, so I'm extra hot. So I'm not gonna go a full 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 minutes like I typically do here on these vlog once a month, maybe, depending videos. But I hope y'all are well. I've been good on my end, other than, you know, I'm Milton, but I've been in the lab. Holiday season is coming, so I had to revamp Geek Stop. For those of y'all who haven't checked out Geek Stop, or if you did and you had some issues during the pandemic, the miasma, because I had to sort some of that stuff out, so I had to stop, drop, roll, and, well, not even roll, really just sit for 2 weeks and like really figure out what was going on with my mail issue. It was some stuff that I didn't take the time I needed to do, so I'm gonna have that up as soon as I can, and there's no obligation or anything. You ain't gotta buy no books, you ain't gotta buy no memorabilia, no t-shirts, nothing. That's actually something I wanted to pair as my own side hustle with YouTube, and now the e-commerce store that I use, Shopify, has now, they have this feature now where you're able to connect it to YouTube. So here, as you'll see, I got it probably up in the background. That's why I had to put the lights on, so the green screen. I got a few new shirts, a few new items that's coming soon. Matter of fact, I'm waiting on a couple of my own shirts too, so you'll see those. What's gonna happen is, like, you've seen a lot of people like Spawn Wave have it. I know Pelvic Gaming, she has it, I believe. It's a few people who utilize it, but they used it with Teespring. This rollout for Shopify recently just happened, and Shopify is like one of the biggest e-commerce stores and stuff, and it allows you to create your own store. So I have my book, other shirts and stuff on there. So anyway, it's gonna show up at the bottom of the videos. I don't know if I'm gonna put it on every video because I don't want to spam it. One of my favorite folks that I get some of my basketball news from, love what they got going on, but they got a partner deal with the Timberwolves, and what happens is I gotta fast forward at least 2 or 3 minutes sometimes on every video, because almost out of 8 out of 10 of their videos have the promo now, and I'd be like, I'll be on the news, bro, I'm gonna support you, but I don't want to see it every time, so I'm not gonna spam anything like that. Now, what I might spam though is some of the content from my old channel, or from my other channel. So as y'all have seen, for those of y'all who are new and those of y'all who have been around for a while, I did some mixing up and stuff when it comes to, look at the sweat, the chocolate. I did some stuff where you're able to, it looks a little better. So I separated games, anime, let's play, and like the news stuff. So from here on forward, what I'm going to be doing here, I'll still do the geek news, but it's not going to be my primary or destination, or my final destination here on the channel. And I found that it does really well with doing it for shorts, and by doing the geek news with the shorts, it does something for me where it limits me from actually having to do extra work, because one of my OCDs is I love to edit, and I know that's an anomaly, that's crazy for somebody that actually like to edit, but I like the process of being able to see things like manifest and, you know, come together, and the ideas in my head, and take them and put them out there. Now, if I could just do that with my video game, then, you know, Nemo and Refugee would be here faster or sooner than later, but that's a story for another time. So I separated anime And that channel is called Taco and Chill, which is gonna be like the flagship name of the show for those of y'all been around for a minute. I used to do this series, I can't believe it's been 3-4 years, called Taco and Chill, and it would just break down a few animes, like 3 animes. I was Q Hefner, you know, and I would sit in the robe and talk about some other animes that you should be watching, kind of like Prison School, Attack on Titan, and you know, it was in my own like little funny way. The idea came from like Tales of the Crypt. For those of y'all who know what Tales of the Crypt was this old HBO show that used to come on with the the Crypt Keeper, and it would have like 2 or 3 different stories, sometimes 4 short little parables or stories, kind of like where I modeled my book to, that and Scary Stories You Tell in the Dark. And I modeled that formula from Otaku and Chill, minus the scary part. What I did was I just was gonna have like 1, 2, 3 animes that I talk about that you should be watching. But I think I'm gonna niche that down to kind of like how I did what you should be role playing here on my base channel, the Geek Show, which I'm gonna be focusing on. I got a list, y'all. So I just want you to know I've been working. Let me turn this fan on me more. I ain't got no AC, so I got 3 fans on too, and I don't know when they're gonna do a power. LA's going through a rolling power outage thing, so I had to get my batteries and stuff and things like that, because it was, I can't be streaming or content creating and all of a sudden the lights go out. You know, that wouldn't be nice. But I tested out the archives here on the channel. 12 hours of pure, unadulterated role play, and I really appreciate all those who came and rocked with me. A few of y'all came and watched every time I had one, every Saturday. The first couple times it did a really good turnout. Once I realized that, because I'm on Pacific Standard Time, it didn't, once it got to a certain time, like around 9-10, it got a little cricketish, but that's okay. I wasn't expecting that series to, or these shows to be like the 100 million view type, thousands of views, even hundreds of views. That wouldn't, of course, be nice, but that was feeding my own sensation to play these games, or not even sensation, these need to play and kill this backlog off, also while making it like a show. So if y'all haven't seen it, I do have the, I think it was 12 hours, but I broke down each show within like an hour, and then I put bumpers in. So here, I put some bumpers in. I custom made the bumpers, made a trailer for each series. It was 12 series. Chrono Cross, the Radical Dreamers Edition, Live a Live, Xenoblade Chronicles 3, Trials of Mana, Stranger of Paradise, Final Fantasy 7R, Yakuza the Dragon, Yakuza Like a Dragon, Cyberpunk 2077, Fire Emblem 3 Houses, Valkyria Chronicles, Triangle Strategy, and I feel like I'm missing 1 or 2 that's kind of like in the mid. Oh, and Tales of Arise. So what I'm gonna do is those I'm going to push. So I've got, I think 140, 112, or 100, something like that. I want to say past 100 episodes that I've already done, which many of y'all have already seen. So I'm going to take that and start putting those over on the Archives channel. So then I'll do like Toonami used to do over there, which will be like, instead of, so it won't take so much stress on me. What I'll do is release them in 4s, maybe, or I might just release 1 a day. But I wanted to get it consistent where there's no gaps. I was testing it, the market out here with, you know, with doing it for a month. You know, sometimes you want to do something at least a month or 3 months for content here to see if it, you know, if it travels well. Thankfully, and I'm so happy about that, I decided to do my, what you should be role playing, Who's That Black Person. They've been reaching some really good success. Now, Tyon just hit over, oops, excuse me. Well, sorry, cat's out the bag now. Who's That Black Person? The Tyon one is hit over 2,000 and growing views. So I'm really excited about that. So the last couple of days, what that's done is had me really in the lab cutting and slicing down the already pre-existing, which you should be role-playing, to a what I like to call a device format, which is the phone format, which is 852 by 480. So I've been cutting those down and then just taking the parts and stuff and puzzle piecing it where it still looks consistent. And then what I'm going to do is still keep the base, which you should be role playing, in my pocket, and just upload those to be bumpers for my longer videos. Any video was like over 7 or 8 minutes. As far as the Geek channel, the Geek is coming back. I will have, I'm planning to do a Geek Talk this Sunday, matter of fact, and I'm gonna have the homie Kotetsu on. He was able to go to PAX. Shout out to the homie Kotetsu. He was able to go to PAX, and I didn't really talk to him too much about it, but I do want to see some of the pictures, video if he has some, and to pick his brain about PAX and what's going on and how it in the landscape and things of video games. And then we got to talk about some anime entertainment like She-Hulk, Stone Ocean, which is anime for those JoJo. It also is a game. Calm down. So on the podcast, I am going to continue to keep it here on the base channel, and now I've opened the functions and features where I have the super chat and memberships. So if anybody would like to support the channel, all the proceeds go back to cameras and lights and everything to clean up what I need to clean up. I really wish I can get a bigger green screen. I know that sounds crazy. One year I might just paint a whole wall and that'll be that, and let's like reposition my whole lab, but it's too hot to do that now. And if it's this hot, it's gonna get cold. I don't know when I'm gonna do it, but that's in the back burner. What else am I missing? What games have I been playing? Well, I've been playing all 12 of those games that I was telling y'all about right there, from the jrpg. Beat Xenoblade Chronicles 3 with 168 hours, about 175, I'm gonna say, probably give it a little cushion, 10-hour cushion. And I really enjoyed the game. That's my favorite one out of all of the Xenoblades, not Gears. My favorite one out of the Blade series. And I don't want to get too much into that or even talk about any spoilers or anything that's too much into that right now, because we're going to be talking about that over on, I'm going to say, Friday. And Friday I'm looking at about 5 to 6 PST, because the homie Kotetsu is also out in the PST zone as well. So that's not just going to be exclusively video games, but it's going to be a combination of everything. Some of the videos, so I haven't forgot about my base videos, but like I said, what I've been doing is I wanted to do, and look, I wanted to do something where it wasn't burning me out or killing me, because I have a lot of things going on, and then I still do Twitch as well. So I started back my 3 days a week again on Twitch, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, between 5 and 8 PST. I'm more of a late streamer, but I might start pushing it back a little more, or pushing it closer, a little earlier, because sometimes after you did the whole day, you be tired. And I don't like to be tired in the middle of an RPG or nothing like that. Or I also don't want to be streaming and I'm like this, I'm in full gamer mode. You know how sometimes when you couch potato in when you're couch potato gamer mode by yourself, you're lonesome, it's one thing. But when you're slouched all over and your chin touching your titty meat and everything else, in real life, I mean on stream, you don't want that. At least I know I don't want that. I'm be like, blah, Neo, Yooo, I don't know. So, I might start pulling it back. It also could just be the heat as well. So I appreciate everybody who's migrated from there and showed up and support. And I appreciate y'all just all support all the way around, because this journey to become a full-time content creator and video game dev is a work in progress. And it's something that's attainable and something you got to keep on doing. It's just like any dream or anything that we do here in this life, is you got to just work at it. You got to keep on, and keep on. If you fall, get up. If you fail, learn. It was a reason, and build upon that. As far as anime, oh shit, I don't want to talk too much about that either, and I don't also want to go too much over time. But I fell in love with Rent a Girlfriend, and I will be doing a reading of manga over on Otaku on Chill. And the first manga I'm going to read, I'm going to start from, I've already read it, but I enjoy it so much that I'm going to reread the 200 chapters again, not from the beginning. I'm going to start from where the anime is about to leave off, over on Crunchyroll. It's only 12 episodes, altogether 24 episodes, and it's on 22 right now, and it's getting to a critical mass. So once that part ends in like next week, I'm going to start reading it and stuff over there on that channel. The Geek channel I brought up and didn't even say anything about it. I'm going to put Geek News on there as well as it's going to be some friends that I mentioned before are going to be doing some uploads and stuff. So hopefully I would like to get one or a upload of news or something every day over there on that channel, some kind of content on that channel. And then we'll do also break down the Geek Talk podcast into segments and port it over there as well, kind of like how the Joe Rogan does, where, you know, or if y'all who watch sports, ESPN does, which is the beautiful thing, how they cut it up. Well, somebody cuts it up, so, and does that. That's about it. I mean, there's more. I can go on for another 15 minutes, but I promised, I said I would not. We talked about archives. We talked about, so archives is going to be like 4 episodes per day, not of the same thing, but like how Toonami used to be in the early 2000s, late 90s, where, so my first 4, let's say Chrono Cross, Radical Dreamers Edition, then Trials of Mana, Live a Live, and then Xenoblade Chronicles 3, I have those 4 start. And then when one finishes, I'll bring in like The Last of Us or Yakuza Like a Dragon or another series in, and we'll just do that. And then that'll give me a little time to build the episodes that I'm going to need for the 12-hour archives, which I'll have here on the base channel. So all the things that, most of the things I'm gonna be doing, I'm doing my best to keep to the namesake. While I changed the name from Geek to Geek Show, it's still games, entertainment, anime, and comedy. But I wanted to make sure the channel was more focused in and niche down after 6 years, I know, on video games. And then I decided to push everything to other channels. And ironically enough, that's what motivated me a little bit too, it pushed me, you know, hit that button, is some of the videos that are just on the exclusive on the anime channel, like the One Piece one. I haven't checked the the Tower of God video, and the Who's That Black Person with Yodorichi is hit 100 something views, 200 something, I think 150 something like views for the Who's That Black Person Yodorichi one. And that, before the tie-on, was the one that got the most views. And it was just as simple as just putting on a channel where YouTube knew it was only anime. So shout out to everybody who did suggest that to me. I didn't want to hear it. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm stubborn. I'm an Aries. March 23rd. I was like this. Look, one of the reasons that I quit and repositioned my life into more of an entrepreneurship and to pursue full-time content creation is to do what the hell I wanted. So for me to have to stop, drop anime, entertainment, and other things from this channel and put it on another channel, I was really against that. But I do see, it took a while, but I do see the error in my ways. And not even so much the error in my ways, I do see that with a little shift, that a little shift can go a long way. But before I go, because we're headed on, we headed in some minutes. I do have some video ideas I didn't want to talk about. So I will be back on here like next week around this time. I'm gonna do one base video, like the What You Should Be Role Playing. That's a series. Top 10s I have some video ideas that I can tell you about. The Wii was a novelty. Why Xenoblade still sounds British. The top 10 Final Fantasies. The top 10 Nobuo Uematsu tracks. Top 10 RPGs that need a re-something. The worst status effects in RPGs. This is going to be for the other channel. The rise and fall of Bleach. Jujutsu Kaisen is mid. Yeah, Spy Family's good. And then the whole thing just about a silent protagonist. What if Zelda was an RPG? Those are just some of the things I've jotted down, and then I have about 40. It doesn't seem like a lot, but I would love to get to 150 like Pokemon. I got about 40, 45, about 30 of them done, but about 45 in the wing. Let me do it. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I got about 70, close to about 70 of the Who's That Black Person, and I've been making a template. I'll show you a little sneak peek right here, how I do a template of it, and then take one piece and then put another piece together from it. And then I've also been thinking about using that as a side hustle too, with using some of my backgrounds and graphics and stuff that I created. Like I made this a Pokemon background in After Effects, and I remember a homie wanted to choose he wanted it because it was Who's That Black Person. He talking about hey man, let me get it. I'm gonna call it. Let me get that template so I can call it Who's That. Hello. Absolutely no. So if I sell it, well, you know, $4.99, some with the text and stuff, some upgraded text or whatever, then you can do whatever the hell you want with it. But I'm all about, as y'all know, reoccurring income, passive income, that I can just do one thing, two things, and then, you know, just let them jokers, you know, let it flow, let it flow. I know, they just let it go, but I said let it flow. I want my money to flow. Don't you want your money to flow? Like water, my favorite element. But anyway, now I'm rambling. So let me get out of here. I appreciate y'all taking the time to sit, chop it up with me. I'm sorry, I'm in my skivvies. Well, this ain't the skivvies, but it's hot. So we ain't got time to be all shirted up. Look, we ain't got time to be all Goku and shirted up or nothing at the moment. I have another video up. I might have something else, another short up this week. I also want to do some more shorts when it comes to video games as heroes, like with I want to do some more heroes that start with 19 heroes. So I do have the footage for that. I just got to cut it. So then you can get the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 heroes. And then I still want to do some of the hero stuff for Live a Live, and I just thought that was like, you know, a little profile, 30-second, 15, 20-second, you know, a little profile of the character and the origin and stuff like that. But I have a whole bunch of different video ideas. These aren't the only ones. This is just what I can bring up real quick on the notepad, the sticky notes. I will be streaming today The Last of Us, which, look, oh my God, it is worth the $70, but California state tax is spending $76.99 on a game. That still hurts. That's 3/4 to damn near $100. So I'm still hurt about that. But anyway, I said I was going. I'm out the door. I'll holler at y'all later. As always, eat, sleep, geek. Turn them my rays. Repeat. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace. Longest time, I wasn't being legit or for real with myself either, because that was a part of me. And even though I was doing it in secret. And then it just hit me.
And that's when it hit me. And that's when I became a geek. Finally, the sleeper has awakened. I am the prince of all geeks once again.